disappointed here the last day.
That off. Another great start by Musical Act. This is the reserve Ladies Derby over 10 furlongs. Voice of Reason and Earth Watch followed closely by Diamond Exchange. Great mover Genoah. Alongside them is Fixation and then Touch the Moon. 2.5 lengths to Cooley's Mist and Obla D. And then Clear Quartz, Rocket Robin and Musical Act is the back marking. Taking each other on, Earth Watch and Touch the Moon, followed by Great Mover, then Diamond Exchange, Genoah and Fixation. Voice of Reason knocked back outside mid-division. And then Obla D, Cooley's Mist, followed inside the 7 by Clear Quartz, Musical Act and Rocket Robin. Running uphill, and it has Touch the Moon and Caitlin Ryan. One out from Earth Watch and Anya O'Connor as the pair build up a 5 to 6 length advantage over Great Mover and Megan Telford Kelly in third, and fourth is Diamond Exchange and Sophie Carter, and fifth is Fixation and Georgie Benson, followed past halfway by Cooley's Mist and Orla Tynan. Together Genoah and Clear Quartz and then Voice of Reason, Musical Act, Obla D and Rocket Robin, well spread out. Coming down from the 4 with a narrow advantage, Earth Watch from Touch the Moon, maintaining a clear advantage over Diamond Exchange, who makes the bend in third from Great Mover, then Fixation and Cooley's Mist. They swing in with less than 3 furlongs to go, the Reserve Ladies Derby. The 2 leaders not so far in front, Earth Watch and Touch the Moon, being followed by Diamond Exchange, Great Mover, and then Fixation, Cooley's Mist, Genoah over the far rail. Less than 2 furlongs to go. Gone for home is Touch the Moon from Diamond Exchange. Fixation is appearing, and then comes on the outside Cooley's Mist, Great Mover, and Genoah, and Fixation has come to take Touch the Moon inside the final furlong. It is Fixation pulling away from Genoah and Touch the Moon as Fixation completes a Ladies Apprentice Derby double for trainer Johnny Murtagh, ridden by Georgie Benson. Genoah next with Cooley's Mist.
Second winner of Derby weekend for Johnny Murtagh. Fixation is justified favouritism here, overcoming a spot of trouble in running, but ultimately well on top. The 2-1 favourite, scoring under Georgie Benson, who won the race back in 2021 on Elite Trooper Grey. It was just a question of whether, first of all, Ruby get into the clear, and then would he find as much as looked likely when he did. You had highlighted him going so well into the turn, and just has to fight his corner here, doesn't he?
Yeah, ran in behind Great Mover and Diamond Exchange there, and then Cooley's Mist. Orla Tynan wasn't really wanting to let Georgie Benson out either, but Georgie's given Fixation a really good ride, Gary. They went a strong gallop in front. She let them at it and produced Fixation going to the furlong pole with a really well timed challenge. Genoah is running on well. Michael O'Callaghan did think that Genoah would exploit that mark at some point. Cooley's Mist may have nabbed Touch the Moon on the line for third, but Fixation broke smartly beside Voice of Reason, and then down the inside Earthwatch moved forward, and Touch the Moon, number 1 in the middle ear shot, is going to move forward to join them as well. Great Mover in the light green colour sat prominent. Diamond Exchange sat fourth for most of the race. Genoah dropped back a little bit beside Fixation, and Voice of Reason went backwards as well. Cooley's Mist is right behind Fixation there in the orange and black colours, just behind number 5, which is Fixation. Obla D down the inside. Those at the back never got involved, but the front 2 went a really good gallop, didn't they, Gary, up onto the hill?
They did, and they opened up quite a gap on the field at one stage before eventually coming back. And winner always nicely positioned, wasn't he, in about 5th or 6th place. And Orla Tynan on Cooley's Mist was towards the rear early on. She makes a little bit of a move here to take closer order. Just see she moves onto the heels of Fixation as they come on past halfway. And he's won a good race, Cooley's Mist. I think there's definitely a nicest prize or some sort of a handicap to be picked up with him at some stage. But this winner, he's been a good addition to Johnny Murtagh's team, Ruby, hasn't he? That's his second win. He's been second a couple of times as well, and I'd say he's not finished yet.
No, I wouldn't think so, but I'd say the first 2 have run well, Gary, because they've gone quite hard. The first, second and third are 5th, 6th and 7th, as we're looking at the screen there now. Clear Quartz, the grey, again didn't show a massive liking for the Curragh, but the 2 horses in front begin to fold here now, and I'd say Touch the Moon has done well. I think he was nabbed for third and finished 4th to keep going as well as he did. Diamond Exchange, you can see the 2 horses in the nosebands just coming close together there, and Fixation has to switch, and then Cooley's Mist leans in, and for a second you're thinking, oh, are they going to push Fixation in behind Diamond Exchange? But no, they couldn't. And when Georgie Benson got in the clear, Fixation has quickened really well. I thought Obla D down the outside was going to run on a little bit better in the white colours. Genoah right over on the far rail has kept at it well. Touch the moon for a horse who's on the pace, has run much better than his last run over hurdles, and as you pointed out, Cooley's missed was the one coming home strongly. But Fixation well found in the market, Gary. A second win in the race for Georgie Benson, and she was cool on it. There was plenty of trouble down the straight. Watch the head on here. The orange and black comes to her right on her outside. Diamond Exchange. It's getting tight, but Georgie wasn't backing out of it.
No, definitely made sure she had the clear sailing needed, and from that point on, Fixation always looked the most likely winner. And it's a second winner on the weekend for Johnny Murtagh after Darius Stark completed the hat-trick here last night, and he's got chances to come later on today with Moorhampton, Nakamura and Saint Acclaim, who runs in the maiden, and some interesting runners tomorrow as well. Zodiac Bear and Roll Tight, I'd imagine, will be quite well fancied for their respective engagements.
Well, just what the overhead might show us, this might be a better shot of Georgie's path through. She's looking to go the inside of Diamond Exchange here into the gap between the two green colours. So their third horse is Diamond Exchange, the fourth on the inside is Great Mover, and Georgie's in the slipstream in between them. Now there is a gap there, but just about, and it closes, so she switches outside Diamond Exchange, and then when all the Tynan spots Georgie coming, she starts to roll in. One little bump there, a second, no, just wasn't quick enough to get her into the pocket.
Yeah, Cooley's missed, just not going well enough at that stage, albeit he's run a good race to snatch some minor prize money. Genoa maybe back up in distance next time, stuck to the task well.
Yeah, I'd say Michael Callahan is right, that turf mark, definitely Genoa can win a race off of that.
But it is Fixation who has delivered here in the colours of JP Murtagh Racing.